guys, welcome back to my channel, Daily Slay with me. Today I am reviewing Beautyforever hair. I'm so excited to review this company. I see a lot of videos on it and I'm about to get into it. So this is what the box looks like when you open it. You have the wig in this little clear bag or whatever, and then you have a wig cap. I think it comes with two or one in it. I think one or two of them, but it's a wig cap in there, and you also get some lashes. Baby girl, I'm not wearing these, so no. And if you want to buy them, that's what it looks like. And then you have this card that shows you basically how to carry your hair, their social media, different pictures, what the hair could take if it could be dyed, different type of textures hair they have and stuff like that. So that is really cute. So I'm gonna take the hair out of the bag. It came a little like folded in the middle, so the hair has a little fold in it. But yes, honey, I'm so excited to see this hair. I'm taking a little net off or whatever. The curls, most of it is already formed and stuff. But some of them is like a little bit frizzy, but I'm gonna comb them out anyway later. But I don't need that. Let's get to what this wig looks like and what comes with it. It's a little bit full. I believe it's 150% density, so don't mind how thin it looks right now. This hair is really full for the length and stuff like that once I start putting products and stuff like that inside of it. But this is what the frontal looks like. They already pre-plucked it, so you really don't have to pluck a lot. I really like that because, you know, plucking takes forever, and when you're excited to put some hair on, baby girl, nobody got time for that. So it comes with two combs at the front. It has a third comb in the very back and some extra lace if you wanted to put this hair up in a bun or something. And it also comes with some adjustable straps. They're like bra straps. You could pull and tighten the wig. So I'm keeping my hair in a bun because I'm lazy. I'm gonna put the wig over my head just for this video. I'm not gonna braid my hair in cornrows. I ain't got time for that. I'm just trying to wig and styling it for you guys so you guys can see what it looks like. But if you want, you could definitely braid your hair so it lays more flat on your hair, but a bun works for me when I try wigs on and stuff like that. If I was going out, then I'll probably braid my hair, but this is just solely for the video and reviewing the wig if I really like it or not. So I'm gonna pin the wig on a mannequin, and then I'm gonna start with like the very front, but I think I'm gonna put this wig in the middle part before I even start plucking anything, because it's easier to like separate the wig half and half instead of doing it like all at once. So I'm gonna start with one side, and I'm gonna use water to help me like separate the hair, because the drier it is the more messy and frizzy the hair is. So when you add water, it helps to like pull the hair together and easier to pluck. So um I'm gonna part the first row. This row I'm not gonna do anything, I'm just gonna clip it down. I'm not gonna do anything to it, and then I'm gonna part the second row like I am right now and start plucking from that row. So the first row I'm not gonna pluck anything yet. The second row is what I'm gonna start with and pluck. So I add water each time I part the hair, just so again it keeps it from being too messy and frizzy and leaving bald spots and stuff. So some people don't really pluck the center part, but I'm plucking mine because I don't want it to look too fake when I put concealer in it, if I do put concealer in the middle part. But this is what it looks like so far from what I've plucked from the front. I'm not going to pluck anymore because I don't want the wig to thin out too much, but I am going to comb out the curls so it gives it a more fuller look. When I start adding water, the hair will come together rather than it's already sticking together. It's going to look too thin. So I'm combing it out and then I'm going to add water so it comes together and look more full. This is what the whole wig look like when it's wet. Both sides are plucked and the middle part is plucked. So I'm just combing through it to get all the excess hair that I plucked out of it. These curls are so cute. I really love how full it looks with just water. I haven't put like any extra curling products or anything in it. This is just strictly water, and this is how it looks when you comb through it. So this is the last bit of plucking that I'm going to do at the very front. Going back to that first row that I parted out, and I'm just plucking from the very front so it doesn't look like a definite line. And I'm not plucking in a specific area, I'm just plucking all over. Again, we don't want it to look too much like a wig. We want it to look as natural as possible. So we just gotta pluck from different places, and don't be scared with the amount of hair that's gonna come out when you're done plucking. It's totally fine. Ooh, look at how it looks right now. Like, it looks like a straight line at the very front, right? So this is the whole reason why I go over the front and pluck different places so it doesn't look like a straight line. I literally pluck from the very front row of the hair, like right there. Like, do you see how bald it looks a little bit in between? That's from me plucking from the very front. So now I'm putting the wig on my head just to see how it looks, if I'm going to need to pluck anymore, what other finishing touches I need to do before I glue the wig on my head. It looks pretty good, looks pretty full. It damn near looked like my hair, to be honest. So I'm really excited to cut it and glue it down. So I use foundation, right, to tint the lace. And again, when you're using foundation, make sure you're using a lighter shade and not the exact shade as your skin, because the lace comes a little bit tinted already, so if you add a dark color it's going to look too dark. So you want to add something a little bit lighter than your natural foundation rather than your normal foundation that you use. You need something that's a little bit lighter, so when you put it on, it looks like a scalp, not something that matches your exact skin. A lot of people go wrong when they're trying to add the exact foundation they use on their skin on the lace and forget that the lace is a little bit tinted, so by the time you put something lighter, it'll blend out just fine like it looks right now. Honey, I'm telling you, I plucked the hell out of this wig. Like, I was surprised by how much I plucked, but I'm really happy that I plucked all that hair. So I'm using the bedhead hairspray. It basically holds the wig instead of using a got2b. The got2b glue is a little bit too messy. This is like a hairspray slash hair glue in one. So this is what I use from now on. I don't use the got2b glue. I don't use the got2b freezing spray. I don't use none of that. This is what I use to hold my wigs down, and it hold it down pretty good to me, and it's more precise when you spray it on your lace. It's not like too messy. If you do like me where you spray too much, it'll get on your face, but you can always wipe that off with water and a towel. But yeah, that's how I put it, like really close to the hairline so I can cut as much lace as I can off of it. So this is what it looks like when it's air dried. It only takes about 10 to 15 minutes without using a blow dryer. So of course, if you use that, it's gonna dry quicker. This is what it looks like. So I just peel the lace off a little bit, as much as I can, as close to my hairline as I can. And I use this type of razor to cut the lace off, because if you use scissors, the scissors are gonna look too sharp and raw, and it's gonna look like a straight line, making the wig look too fake. So you want to use something like a razor so the edges are like jagged. It's not like a definite line. So I'm just gonna cut small pieces until I customize the edges to my edges and the shape of my head before I start gluing down the sideburns. This is probably like the best glue I've used to glue down sideburns because like got to be it's too like messy and it takes too long to dry and it just do too much. But this hairspray slash holding glue, when you glue it down, it glues your sideburns down. Like I don't even have to worry about pulling on it or if it's gonna peel up or anything like that. I don't have to worry about that with this spray. I also spray some on my edges one more time just so everything lays really flat. And I'm using the end of the razor to make sure the lace is on my head. And this is what I do in case there's like, little pieces that are like peeling off and they're not laid down flat. And just basically securing the wig one more time. So it's starting to look really good. I'm gonna use the holding lotion or the mousse or whatever y'all use on y'all edges or whatever. I'm gonna use that to kind of take all the flyaways out of my way and make me some baby hair. So with this wig, I don't want to do too much. Again, when y'all making y'all baby hair, y'all trying to do too much, put too much soups in the wig, and it starts to look fake. So y'all need to lessen the amount of baby hairs that y'all use. Like 1 or 2 is good, and the sideburns, that's enough. But I'm just gonna do one on each side with this wig because it's curly. It's already doing too much. It's not like it's a straight hair where all you really focus on is the edges. Like this hair is already curly. You don't gotta worry about all that. But I'm gonna just put some of the holding lotion on the part that I cut and kind of make it look as natural as possible, y'all. Y'all be doing too much and y'all baby hair be looking too thick. Y'all need to make it look as thin as possible, like it would look on your head. And you just play with it until you get the right shape. It took me a minute to get this shape that I want. And it was just perfect, so I didn't even touch that one after that. If your sideburn is too thick, you could always pluck it whenever you make your little part to cut it and style it. You could always pluck it so it's thinner. Again, you don't want your sideburns to look too fake or too thick, and you just got to play around with it. That is really cute, but I didn't want it to be long. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to snip off the very end of it. So I'm going to use this wrap. It's kind of like a styling wrap. It holds down the baby hair and let it dry in place, and it won't move literally the whole time you have the wig on. So make sure you use this. It's very important to not just let it air dry. This also helps it to hold down the edges that you glue down, and hold down the lace itself. So it makes it look more polished and look like a fresh wig. So make sure y'all do that whenever y'all customize your wig. It really helps. You don't have to, but it really do help. I'm gonna use my hot comb to kind of create a little, that little, what you call this? I don't even know what you call this, but that part at the front that gives that little curl, that little hill looking thing at the front. I don't know what to call it, y'all, but I like doing that part with the hot comb, make the front look flat and laid down. I also put it in the middle, but I'm putting some water, just water right now, in the hair to make it look more laid down. You could wear it combed out like it is on the other side, but I wanted to have like a wet curly look. And this is what it looks like when the whole entire hair is wet, it's glued down and everything, baby hair is laid down. This is what it looks like with my sideburns. Sorry about the back part that y'all just seen. I forgot to cut the lace off in this video, but again, I'm just doing this video for review purposes and see if I actually like the hair. I'm going to use some CANTU coconut curling cream. I'm going to put that in the description box if y'all want to go buy that. It's good for natural curly hair as well as curly wigs. I'm just going to use it, comb it through the hair. Not using too much, but I'm going to comb it through the hair, and then I'm going to use my brush to kind of like comb it, pull the hair together, and give it some type of pattern, like some type of curl pattern, so it's not too frizzy. It looks really nice and polished, looks shiny, and it looks like somebody actually combed the hair.